The Shaykh gives us examples of acts of worship, and every single example, or nearly every single example that he gives, are acts of worship of the heart. So then the Shaykh says, such as supplication, meaning what he is saying here now, that Allah deserves our worship alone, such as supplication. Now supplication could be internal as well as external. Fear, hope, reliance, having a dread of Allah. This is how it's been translated. But the dread here, rahbah, refers to a fear of what is there in the akhirah. There's a difference between khawf and rahbah. There is a difference between raja and raghbah. And again, if we had time, we would probably go into it in more detail, but khawf and rahbah refer to fear. Raja and raghbah refer to hope. But what's the difference? Khawf and raja are here now, whereas raghbah and rahbah refer to hope and fear, but in the akhirah. So here it's been translated as desire and dread, but I mean, you can understand what we mean by that now. Khushu', which is humility. Khashya, having a fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala based on insight. Al-inaba, constantly turning back to Allah. And the Shaykh gives us examples. Al-isti'ana, al-isti'adha, al-istighatha, dhabh, swearing an oath. And these are just examples that he has given. But he is saying all of these are acts of worship which deserve and can only be for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Hence he says in the next paragraph, anyone who directs any of these to anyone other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then he is a mushrik and a disbeliever. This is because he has then diverted an act of worship which belongs to him to other than him. What's the evidence? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَنْ يَدُ مَعَ اللَّهِ إِلَهًا آخَرَ. Anyone who supplicates or even worships a deity besides Allah, لَا بُرْهَانَ لَهُ بِهِ, he has no proof for it. فَإِنَّمَا حِسَابُهُ عِنْدَ رَبِّهِ, then his account is with his Lord on the Day of Judgment. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ends the ayah by saying, إِنَّهُ لَا يُفْلِحُ الْكَافِرُونَ. The disbelievers will never be successful. Hence, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying here, any act of worship which is diverted to other than him, he ends the ayah by saying that such a person is a disbeliever.